do mental health issues and domestic violence vary with class?
Class do play a big factor, but it isn't the only factor that causes mental health issues. Yes, mental health issues will prevail in a house where there is high income, but will also prevail in a house where where the income is low. Along with that, domestic abuse also prevails in a house where income is low and in a house where income is high. We have an example of Noor Muqaddam, where both were educated, both were of high income, but at the end, the domestic abuse did prevail. It did lead to things that we as a community can't really talk about or look down upon. We as a community are against those values. Domestic health issues, domestic abuse will prevail. Will also prevail in a situation where the income is low. So at the end point, income and class doesn't really matter. It matters about how people are educated and how our education system at the end point is failing in teaching us those values.
Why do you think mental health is an actual issue?
Mental health is an actual issue because we cannot ignore such kind of reality. It is a reality. People go through different phases of life, and there are peer pressures. There are many reasons which is now these days creating anxiety, which forms into much more bigger mental health issues. But in our society, unfortunately, it is considered bad to talk about it. But according to me, it should be talked about because if we talk about it, it will make the people around us who might be going through such kind of issue, they will be much more comfortable to talk about. Right now, we avoid people in our culture. We avoid people if we come to know that somebody has some issue, mental health issue, but we avoid that person. If we go and help that person or talk about it and make that person comfortable to talk about what he's going through or she's going through, it will be easier for them to come out of this condition and lead a healthy life.
What do you think about the mental health services in Pakistan?
Mental health service in Pakistan, to be very honest, a thing like that doesn't even exist. Because us as a community, us as Pakistanis, we don't consider depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or anything like that an actual issue. We're going to talk about cancer and TB and such things. We're going to make big hospitals like Shaukat Khanum to treat them, but we're not going to focus on mental health issues because we do not think they exist. Why? There are multiple reasons. It's still a very big stigma in Pakistan to even speak up about them. So making hospital to treat patients like them, it's non-existent. Thank you.
Domestic violence should be spoken up about.
Yes, definitely. It's still a very widespread issue, and something that too many people still think is inconsequential or they get away with it without any action taken against them, and both of those things are very wrong.